The color is of no importance.
What?
I'm not having it.
What do I say, Senchka?
I'd rather kill myself than eat that liver sausage.
What are you saying?
You'd serve it up to me with a lecture. You'd squeeze the soul out of me and spread it.
Nice.
No! Get into bed.
What?
I said, get into bed.
from there.
He's gone there to harm himself.
How?
How should I know? Maybe he's going to blast his brains out. What am I going to do? Mother, what if you... Shh. Did you hear anything? No. Did you? No. Oh, it's a nightmare. I'm banging on the door. Come with me.
Please don't start a fight with her. Remember, you're not registered with the police at this address.
What have I done?
Chasing after someone else's man.
Listen to me. I'm a married woman.
So am I.
But he's going to shoot himself.
Who is going to shoot himself?
It's not knowledge.
Where?
Who is?
My husband.
Shoot himself on the toilet?
Where else can you go when you have no job?
Then why are you just standing here, Maria Luciano? You should be doing something.
That's why I came to you, Alexander Petrovich. You're a strong man. Help us break down the door.
Well, you should have said so in the first place.
What are we waiting for?
Okay, let's get on with it, Maria Luciano. Now.
Oh, only you see, if we do break down the door, then he will really shoot himself. That's what I'm scared of.
Then we'll creep up on him and take him by surprise. on tiptoes, Tavarishi, like this.
Don't go in there! Don't go in!
What happened?
Can you imagine? It was not Semyon at the time. It was Volodya Babushka from across the hall. Are you serious, mother? I swear it. I stood there outside the door like a fool listening to...
Well, you've been barking up the wrong tree, Maria Lukianovna.
It's your fault, mother. I told you he'd come out. I told you. Please go after him, please. How can you be out without his trousers filling from the approach? Look here at his trousers. Man, at the point of death, he's isn't bothered whether he's got his trousers or not.
That, Maria Lukianovna, really depends on where he is. In the city center, nobody will be allowed to die without his trousers on. That I guarantee you.
Have you looked everywhere in the house?
Absolutely. But not in the kitchen. Go on for the kitchen, please, please, please.
Good evening, Ivana. Don't follow me. You come with me, Maria Lukianovna.
That's just like you tells me not to follow, then asks her. Go on anyway. Come on, quick.
Wait, just look, listen.
Stop! What? What was that?
It's all over. He's done it. He's shot himself.
Oh, what are we going to do?
I shall scream. I can give it. I'm going to scream. I'm petrified.
So am I.
They're coming.
Where?
They're bringing him.
Who?
They are.
Where?
They're bringing him in here.
Wait, yo!
Here they come.
What are you doing to me?
Don't get excited.
Let me go! Let me go! I said let me go!
Whatever you do, Tavares, don't let him go.
Now hold him tight!
Where's Masha?
Your Mashinka is on the kitchen floor.
On the kitchen floor? What for?
Oh, she fainted.
What are we going to do?
Why are you digging into my pockets? What do you need? Let me go!
I saw you put something in your mouth.
I did not put anything in my mouth. You're imagining it. Just let me go. Once I said let go.
All right, I will. Only you will have to give me your word, Semyon, that you will listen to me with your entire attention. And while doing so, you will not attempt to lay a hand on yourself. I'm asking you to hear me out, Semyon. As a friend, I'm asking you to listen. That's it.
Well, go on. I'm listening.
Good. Thank you. Please, have a seat. Гражданин Ватикан. Just a moment. Гражданин Ватикан. Life is wonderful.
So what's in it for me?
For you? Do you know what age you live in, Gражданин Ватикан? You live in the 20th century. This is the age of enlightenment, the age of electricity.
And what if the bills are not paid and then electricity is cut off? Where are you then? In the dark age.
Yes, the dark age. And this hole we've been living in is just so depressing. It makes you want to kill yourself. It's not what I meant to say. Come on, don't get me down now, you know? Life is wonderful!
So I've read in Izvestia. But if you ask me, there is going to be an official retraction soon.
Oh, you don't believe it. Just don't think. Work!
The unemployed are not permitted to work.
Well, you keep waiting for a permit. Life is the struggled, Semyon Semyonovich.
Haven't I struggled, Tavash? Here, take a look at this.
What is it?
The instructions on how to teach yourself to play the tuba.
The what?
The tuba, music. You can learn in 12 lessons. It's a gold mine. Here, I've worked it all out. Say 20 concerts a month at a 5.5 rubles. That makes 1,310 rubles pure profit per year. Not bad, all I do is play. The instructions are right, the basics, the wheel, the economics. Only no tuba.
That's life, Grazini Batsuganika. What can you do? You just go on living. Agreed, Tavash Kolovsky. Then I've convinced you. Thank you. Wonderful. I'll take the gun now, Grazini Batsuganika.
Gun? What gun?
Don't start that again. I saw you put it in your mouth.
Me?
You!
Me? Put the gun in my mouth? What for?
Don't take me for a fool. Everybody knows you are going to shoot yourself.
Who's shooting himself?
You!
Me? Wait a minute. I'm shooting myself?
Yes, you are going to shoot yourself.
Why am I going to shoot myself? Would you mind telling me?
You don't know?
I'm asking you.
Well, because for 1 whole year, you've been out of work, and you are ashamed to be living off other people, you slug! But that's just ridiculous now, isn't it?
Now wait, who told you that?
Calm down. Your wife!
Go away, will you? Leave me alone! Get out of here!
Give me the gun, then I'll go.
Where, Tavares, could I even possibly get a gun?
It's not hard these days. On village, we'll trade you one for a razor.
Really? For a razor?
It's a bad bargain. You'll never get a license. If they catch you, that's it. 6 months for labor. Just give me the gun, Semyon Semyonovich.
I will not!
Okay. Have it your way, then. I shall have to use force. You won't get away now.
Won't get away! Tavares, if you don't disappear this instant, I will shoot myself before your very eyes!
You wouldn't.
You don't believe me? Fine! I shall count to 3! 1!
No, don't.
2!
Okay, I'm going. Go.
3. What am I gonna do with this little sausage? He'll never figure it out. You wait, Maria. I'll show you just how ashamed I am to be living off other people. Here's the razor. Stainless steel. Belonged to my father. Never mind. I won't be needing it again. In this life.
I'm in my room. I'm not coming out. Life is wonderful. Where's he gone? I'm in my room. I'm not coming in. You might be surprised by my persistence, but I have to repeat myself once more. Life is wonderful!
What are you doing? Don't break me like that. Pick up her legs, be careful, be careful!
Are you mad? Why are you dragging her by my hands? Stand her on her feet!
Undo the buttons.
Oh, my pleasure. for embarrassment.
Semyon! Where is he? How is he? Is he dead?
No, not yet. Maria Luciana. But to tell the truth, he's well on his way.
We must get to him quickly!
No. It could be fatal. He said to me, if you, he said, don't disappear out of my sight, this very instant, I will shoot myself, he said, before your very eyes.
And what did you say?
Oh, I tried one thing and another. I pleaded and begged. Nothing worked.
Alexander, you don't beg and plead in cases like that. You order. Go to a police department, let them arrest him and put him on trial.
Well, there is no such law. They can't sentence you to live. To death, yes. But to life, never.
But what answer then?
A tuba!
A tuba?
A tuba! Or some kind of trumpet. That is your answer and his salvation.
And what should he do with the tuba?
Earn a living, Maria Luciana. I guarantee you, if he gets his tuba, he will not shoot himself.
And how much does one of these tubas cost?
500 rubles, perhaps more.
500 rubles? If we had that much, he wouldn't shoot himself, even without the tuba.
I'm sure you're right, Maria Luciana.
Well, I'll tell my musicians to rent him a tuba.
Oh. And how are you going to own musicians then?
She hires them to play at her restaurant.
You talk to them, Margarita Ivanovna.
Please ask them. We'll go with you. Let's go.
Don't put it off.
Let's go. And put some clothes on. And what? You won't wait until the tuba arrives?
Well, since you're staying here, you distract him until we get it.
How am I going to distract him?
Here is what I suggest, Sefima Ilyinichna. You go to him as if you didn't know what was going on. And you chat him up.
Chat him up? How?
Nothing specific. Tell him how good it is to be alive. Tell him a funny story, a joke.
But I don't know when. You don't want to come up.
Well, let's see here. Well, Meg, why not? Your son-in-law's life is hanging by a thread. This is no laughing matter. Tell him a funny story, a gossip. Who is doing it with him? You gotta distract him. Make him forget himself. We'll come straight back with the tuba, and he's safe. Go on, Eric. Go to him. Don't be afraid. Chat him up.
What am I going to say to him?
In the event of my death,
Good morning, Semyon Semyonovich. Isn't it a lovely morning? I have such funny story to share. You'll die laughing.
you mean, that's it?
Bonjour. What if I took him next? The funniest things do happen. For instance,
Why don't you take yourself away? Set a few arrangement.
But you don't laughing still.
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm busy? Go away.
No. You listen to this. You didn't walk. There was a jerk and
Get out of here! Clear off! Get the hell out of my way!
Wait, Simeon, where are you going? Here is another one about coronation. Wait, this one is how about the Jew was crushed to death at the king's coronation? He wasn't distracted. How am I supposed to think of more funny stories for him?
Hurry, Margarita Ivanovna, hurry!
But we can let him on his own.
He is with his mother-in-law. I told her what to do.
You tell me that one about the dog, and I'll flatten you! Stop fooling me, you stupid old bag! In the event of my death, Chapter 1. How to play. The tuba is played with 3 fingers. The first finger is on the first valve, the second finger is on the second valve, and the third finger is on the third valve. Okay. On blowing, you will produce the note B. The air is coming up, but it doesn't make any noise.
You had better keep your fingers crossed, Maria. You'll be disappointed this time.
Hold on. Here it is. Here's a special chapter about air coming out. It's called How to Blow. So that the air on being expelled takes the right course, I, Dieter Hugo Schultz, world-renowned master of music, recommend the following simple and cheap method. Take yesterday's newspaper, tear off a piece, and put it on the tongue.
On the tongue?
On the tongue! Well, come on, give me his gaze, kid.
How's that supposed to help?
Not that side, Mother.
Stick it in there.
What? What?
Simran, what is the word? What do you think?
You are really thick! That's what I said. What I said is, go on reading. We'll take a sister's paper, put it on the tongue, get one out.
Now spit the paper out onto the floor and from blowing, keep your mouth in exactly the shape as when you spat. That's what it is.
Can I have some quiet? And would you please kindly give me your attention? You're in my way, Mother. Damn it, not even a squeak.
The honeymoon is over. He's in for disappointment.
Oh dear God in heaven, if you do this, please help him in his need. Let there be a sound.
Did I always tell you?
You hand in your notice, Maria! You won't be going out for work now!
What are we going to live off of?
I worked it all out. Say 20 concerts a month at a 5.5 rubles. That's in a year. Hold on. I've got the total somewhere here. In the event of my death, oh, that's not it. Here, I wrote it down here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh. Yearly income all told, 1,320 rubles a month. Now, what was that you said? What are we going to live off of?
But you haven't learned to play yet.
That is easy as spitting. Oh, did you hear that? Thanks to this tuba, we will once again be living a life worth living. Imagine it, Masha. Me coming home from concert with all that money. Imagine it, Masha. Me sitting in a chaise lounge, surrounded by my family, saying to you, "Has the floor been polished today?" "Yes, dear, of course." "And what about that statue? Has it been bought?" "Yes, dear, of course." Good, good. Now, what about my eggnog? I will always have an eggnog. There are good times ahead. As a matter of fact, I think I will have an eggnog right now. I will have one after every meal. A, it clears the chest, and B, I like it. Now come on, what are you looking for?
It's a very expensive thing.
Who for? I know what I can afford. Who's earning, me or you?
The only problem is that you can't.
Stop interfering when I want to practice, Zaina! Instead of bickering, could you just listen? The scale. The scale is the umbilical cord of music. Once you have cut the cord, you are born musician. I'll make quick work of this. In order to learn the scale, I, Theodore Hugo Schultz, world-renowned master of music, recommend the following cheap method. Buy yourself the cheapest grand piano.
Grand piano?
Wait, hold it. That can't be right. Recommend the following cheap method. Buy yourself a cheap grand piano. Is that so? And why, if you please, a piano? The instructions on how to play the scale will be found in the appendix. Play it on your grand piano, copy it on your tuba. Can this be? Is it possible? This is the end. The end. Oh, what a rogue! A villain, that's what he is! World-renowned master of music! You bugger! You and your umbilical cord! Ah! Mother! Masha! How can we afford a grand piano? He's done me! He's done me! I looked up to him as he was the angel of salvation. My future was invested in this tuba!
Don't take it so too hard, Simeon.
How are we going to manage? Where is the money coming from?
I can make it up, don't worry. We've got this so far what Maria brings home.
We're going to live off Maria? I am unnecessary, is that it? Well, there's one thing you are forgetting. She is the one who did well by marrying me. Who bought these cups? I did. Who bought these plates? Me! You pay great. Can you afford new ones?
Of course not.
Oh, you can? What about these cups? Suppose we break them. You can't afford them. That means we can't go on living the way we are. Your mother will have to go. There is no We can't keep three people on that you're ready. Go on! Get out!
I can make it up for us and for you.
How can A life shattered and no one sheds a tear. Peace. Humanity. A grave. Two people standing by a grave. We've got myself far as one army, your grace hope will survive. Or will we? No, I don't think we will. Here's your egg, Monsignor. A bullet in the brain. That's your answer. Count to 5 and press the trigger. 1, 2. Who is it?
Excuse me, am I disturbing you?
Don't let me interrupt you if you're in the middle of something important. No, I'm in no hurry. Who are you? How can I help you?
Might I ask with whom I have the pleasure?
Подсекальников, yes, that's me.
Forgive my curiosity, are you the Подсекальников who intends to shoot himself?
Who told you that? He's come to arrest me. Oh my goodness, me? That Подсекальников? Me? Never.
Really not? How can that be? Here's the address, and what's this? What's written here? I hold no one responsible for my death. Signed, Подсекальников. You are Подсекальников.
I am 6 months of forced labor.
Now, come. This is not the way. Does this do anyone any good? I mean, I hold no one responsible. On the contrary, you must blame. You must accuse. You are going to shoot yourself. Wonderful. Perfect. By all means. But shoot yourself for the good of society. Don't forget that you are not alone, Гражданин Подсекальников. Look around you. Look at our Russian intelligentsia. What do you see? All kinds of things. What do you hear? Nothing. Why do you hear nothing? Because our intelligentsia is silent. Why is our intelligentsia silent? Because it has been silenced. But you cannot silence a dead man, Гражданин Подсекальников, if a dead man were to speak. Nowadays, only the dead may say what the living think. I have come to you as to a dead man, Гражданин Подсекальников. I have come to you in the name of the Russian intelligentsia.
Pleased to meet you. Take a seat.
You are taking leave of life. In this respect, you are right. Life has become impossible. But if this is so, then surely someone is to blame. Now, I am not able to speak out, but you can. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to fear. You, Гражданин Подсекальников, are a free man. Therefore, tell us honestly, openly, boldly, who it is that you blame.
Me?
Yes!
Theodore Hugo, shoot!
Someone from Comintern? No doubt he too is to blame. But surely not the only Гражданин Подсекальников. There is no point in blaming only him. Blame them all! I'm afraid you don't yet understand why you are shooting yourself. Allow me to explain.
Ради Бога, of course.
Гражданин Подсекальников, what you desire is to die for the truth.
That doesn't sound unreasonable.
But truth does not wait, Гражданин Подсекальников. You must die as soon as possible. Tear up this note and write another. Write honestly what you think. Blame those that deserve it. Defend us, intelligentsia. Cross-examine the government. Ask the ultimate question. Why, in rebuilding this country, have they not used someone as brilliant, as loyal, as educated, as Aristarch, Dominikovich, Grant, Skubik, shall die as a hero. That one shot will be the signal for open debate. It will awaken the sleeping conscience of the country. Your name will become a household word. Your death will be the topic of the day. A picture of a cold corpse, provided it's not too disfigured, will be in all the papers. Гражданин Подсекальников, you will be a people's hero.
Very interesting, Aristarch Dominikovich. Well, go on, tell me more.
The Russian intelligentsia will gather around your coffin. The cream of the nation carry you through the streets. You'll be covered with wreaths. Your hearse will be a garden of flowers. Magnificent prancing white horses will draw you to the cemetery.
Yolki-palki now, that's a living.
I would have shot myself, Гражданин Подсекальников, but unfortunately I can't on principle. We agree then. You must make a will, some sort of statement. Perhaps it would be better if I were to write it for you, then you simply sign it and shoot yourself.
I will write it myself if you don't mind.
You excellent man, you Russian hero. Allow me to embrace you in the name of the Russian intelligentsia. I did not weep when my mother died. My poor mother. But now,
I will do it. I will shoot myself for the sake of the nation. Prancing white horses. Where's clean paper? Where's clean paper? I'll accuse them all. Where's clean paper? I have plenty of truth for them to read. This is Hitler. You're in for it, lads. I'm going to write down the truth exactly as it is. Now, what kind of life is this? All this truth and no clean paper to write it on. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
I want paper for the truth. Give me a ruble. And there's something I have to tell you, Maria. Look at you. This will not do. People come to see me, members of the intelligentsia. That creates a sort of responsibility.
And what Senishka am I supposed to do?
Well, put on a grouch or something, and wash your hair. And remember, woman, you bear the name of Подсекальников. Подсекальникov. What a name. Well, go on to the kitchen with you, women. People's hero.
There's a lady here to see you soon, Earl.
Well, send her in.
Monsieur Подсекальников, are you here?
Oui, madame, in person.
Permit me to introduce myself, Cleopatra Maximovna. But you can call me Kiki. Now that we know each other, I want to ask you a tiny little favor.
Please do, by all means. What is it?
Since you are going to shoot yourself, do it, darling, and do it for my sake.
But why? Why for you?
Oh, don't be so egocentric. Do it for me.
Unfortunately, I can't. I've already committed myself.
You have already? To whom? Raisa Filipovna? How could you, Monsieur Подсекальников? Why? If you shoot yourself because of that creature, Oleg Leonidovich will have nothing to do with me. Shoot yourself because of me, and he will leave her for sure. Oleg Leonidovich body, flesh, 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 while I adore his soul, his spirituality. And I want him to adore the same in me, of course. Oh, shoot yourself because of me. Resurrect love. Romantic love. And then young women will flock to your grave in their thousands. Young men will carry you high on their tender shoulders. Beautiful women will
Crashing magnificent white horses!
I beg your pardon.
Excuse me, I'm quite overcome, Cleopatra Maximovna.
What? So soon? Don't kiss me! Don't kiss me, please!
I assure you I didn't try to.
I believe you. I believe you. Clearly, after this, you must refuse Race Filipovna.
I haven't even seen Raisa Filipovna.
You haven't? Oh, you will. She was probably searching for you now. She will tell you how everyone is simply fascinated by her stomach. She's forever telling everyone. Oh, but it isn't true. It isn't true, Monsieur Tsikanikov. I assure you. Her stomach is perfectly ordinary. And then a stomach isn't a face, right? Oh, one even doesn't get to see a stomach. Anyway, but a face. Come over here. Haven't you noticed?
No?
Oh, Monsieur Tsikanikov! If you cannot see how extremely beautiful my face is, you should come to my place. Oh, you'll notice it there. I have a photograph above my bed. It will drive you to distraction. The minute you see it, you'll cry out, Cleopatra Maximovna, what a beauty you are!
Oh, will I?
Oh, it will take you with elemental force. Now, come on. Oh, come, go. And you can write your note over fresh coffee at my place.
Right, what?
What you feel, how I captivated you with my charm, but gave you no chance for hope. And so, alas, you decided to shoot yourself. Oh, it's rather comical, my can tell you. You are a man, aren't you? Either way, we have to leave. The floors are about to be washed.
The floor? It's for my hair.
Was I speaking to you, Galushka? Simeon, monsieur. And who would this vulgar woman be?
This is the cook of mine, Cleopatra Maximovna.
Where are you going? The samovars of the boil. Does the lady want any tea?
Certainly not. Why don't you clean up this room while I'm out with this lady for a cup of coffee? This is the mother of my cook, Cleopatra Maximovna.
What are you doing, you pervert? What kind of ideas do you have in your head whipping at a woman to make it whole while she's taking care of her hygiene?
Serafima Ilyinishna, I am looking at her from the Marxist point of view. From that point of view, there can be nothing perverted about it.
From that point of view, you have a different view, do you?
Not just different.
Oh,
curves. And some are dazzling beauties. All you can do is shut your eyes and take a deep breath. But then, if I pinch myself and look at her again from the Marxist point of view, do you know what happens? Everything is swept away. The woman then becomes so revolting. I can't even put it into words. I wouldn't even give her to my worst enemy. Consider it from a Marxist point of view. What is there that I cannot look at? I can't even look at you. Say that, be my lady.
Don't you dare!
I am. Right now.
That's his point of view.
What sort of point of view?
The Marxist point of view, Maria Luciano. Right.
What are you doing here, you god? Is something
I've come here about a comic.
gone?
I became a writer, not just a postman anymore. I have written compositions for the newspaper. Only, I don't know where the karmas go.
Ooh, congratulations then, Ligorzi Makievich. And when the wedding?
Wedding?
Yeah, that's your right, so you must be loved. Go on, tell me, who's your muse?
My news?
Yes, reveal her name.
Alexander Petrovich Kalabushkin.
Ну совсем очумел.
That's right, Achumel. I never had the thought of becoming a writer. But once I saw him, that was it. He inspires me so much, Marina Buchanovna. He inspires me so much that the pen itself reaches the paper and writes uncontrollably.
And what exactly is it about him that inspires you?
His scandalous behavior, that is what I wrote about.
What exactly did you write about him?
You help me with the commas and I will read it to you. Гражданину редактору of our newspaper from a Soviet postman. Scientists have proven that there are spots on the sun. And in the case of reproductive activities, these spots are Alexander Petrovich Kalabushkin himself, the owner of a shooting gallery in the Krasny Bomb Park. The shooting gallery is closed, and we postmen want to shoot. Meanwhile, Alexander Petrovich Kalabushkin spends his entire time away from the gallery and has been spotted in a certain restaurant sitting like the Casanova Volgodskaya Oblast with a certain Margarita Ivanovna Beresvitova. Would our kind editor crush this man's debauchery with an iron's hand? Signed, 35,000 postmen.
What? 35,000 postmen signed that?
No! I signed it myself!
And why then did you sign it from 35,000 postmen?
It's my pseudonym, Serafim Alevich.
You must be raving mad, Igor Timofeyevich. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You ruined the man!
Your husband and Maria Luciano.
Alexander Petrovich. Here's Igorchik. Our postman, please talk to him. You're just in time.
Yes? What is this about, Igor Timofeyevich?
About the car, the Varish Kalabushkin. Sitting like the Casanova Volgodskaya Oblast. Where would you put the car?
Before life?
Before life. Of course. Thank you, Tavarish, thank you. This goes to the editor's desk right away.
Petrovich, do you know what you have just done? You wiped out the literacy out of Ben's writing. And what for? Only to have it hit you in the head. Do you know who this Casanova is?
No? Who?
You? Who else?
Me?
Stop beating around the bush, Alexander! What hussy have you taken up with?
Only with you, Margarita Ivanovna.
That's right, you!
That's what he wrote about you, Margarita Ivanovna, and the shooting gallery.
Maria Ivanovna, run after him. Serafima Ilyich, catch him. Tell him I will open the gallery immediately. Go, quickly, or you won't catch him. Run! What can you do about it?
Don't worry about it. It will all sort itself out. I will take care of you.
Oh, Captain.
Let's go have a quiet chat about your dear wife.
Hello? Hey, come in. Are you гражданин Португалии? Whoa, not me, no. I'm waiting for him. I see.
Excuse me, гражданин Португалии.
No.
Then it must be you.
Not me.
All this gentleman here must be Португалии.
Certainly not.
Here you are, Tavernich Kalabushkin. I want my money back now. 15 rubles.
Raisa Filipovna, not in front of all these people.
You thought you'd try a bit of hanky-panky, huh? You cheated me, Kalabushkin. You made a fool of me with your popsicle liquor. Why did I give you 15 rubles? So he shoots himself because of that creature? What did you promise me, Kalabushkin? You said you would get him for me, and now he was Cleopatra Maximovna!
Excuse me. Who is this Cleopatra Maximovna? You promised me Португалию.
You promised him to me, товарищ Калабушкин. I paid you on behalf of the church.
Tell me this. What do you pay for when buying a lottery ticket? You're paying for fate, a pure chance. This is what this Matsikamek affair is. The dead man is still alive, but statements as to the reason for his death are plenty. For example, one says, I died a victim of nationalism poisoned by the Jews. Another one, because of dire shortage of accommodation, I no longer have a will to live.
Just my mom!
I blame no one for my death but the beloved Soviet power. And so on and so forth. I will hand him your statements, but which he will choose, I cannot say.
May point out, Tavarishi, that he already has chosen he's going to shoot himself on behalf of the intelligentsia. I discussed it with him personally.
That was most improper, Tavash Gradskumik. All arrangements must be made through me, without prejudice to other clients.
Find your clients another court. They can wait.
Oh, so can you?
But not the Russian intelligentsia. We have come to the end of our strength. So has business.
Art! Art, did you say? Gentlemen, running a business nowadays is an art. And art is a business. I want to be Tolstoy, not a circus performer.
We all want to be heard, Tavarishi. We all want to be taken into account.
We must win all of the youth.
Yes! But how?
How? With ideas.
Remember how it used to be. People had ideas and wanted to die for them. Nowadays, people who want to die don't have ideas, and those who do have ideas do not want to die. We must fight this tendency. Now, more than ever, we need
several corpses.
Let the dead man pour some water on our meal.
Excuse me, our meal?
It's ours.
What ours, not yours?
And why is it yours, not ours?
It's ours and not yours.
Tavashi, we are all from the same mill. So why argue? You should all take advantage of him.
It's not quite enough. One dead man for all of us.
The dead man per se is of no importance. What's important is what he leaves behind.
But when you are dead, you are dead. Nothing lives on.
Well, something does.
What?
A word. And therein lies the dead man's strength. He is eternally industrious, this word. What does he feed on? Let him begin with the weakest. Does anyone happen to know Fedya Petunin?
Who is he?
Oh, a splendid fellow, a strong, positive mind. But there is something sad about him, Tavashi. If the worm were to get at him, one single worm, well, you know how worms multiply. Have all these people come to see me?
Simeon Simeonovich! They have heard of your remarkable decision, Гражданин Подзикальников. They're all here to express their admiration toward you.
You are our last hope, Mr. Jonathan.
You are our savior. You are our champion.
You are a hero!
You are my favorite hero of the modern age.
Oh, really?
Don't be so modest. You are a hero.
When have you decided to shoot yourself?
I haven't yet.
You haven't. Don't be so modest.
Shall we say tomorrow at 12 noon? Does that suit you?
Tomorrow at 12?
Do put it off until tomorrow, Simeon Semyonovich.
And we'll see you all.
We will have a banquet!
We'll have a feast in your honor, Гражданин Подзикальников.
Tomorrow at 10. Does that suit you?
Tomorrow at 10?
Banquet?
But yes, that suits me.
Good. Then we will keep this arrangement. We'll begin festivities at 10, and then at 12 sharp, you're on your way.
To where?
I don't have a ready answer. Into the nothing. The unknown. We must wait and see. We will be the Semyonovich until tomorrow.
On my way tomorrow. Have to put my affairs in order. My cigarette case goes to brothers in Yelitz. My coat also to my brother in Yelitz, the black one. My white trousers. No, I'll keep them for the banquet. Just a thing for the banquet.
Oh, I'm dripping with sweat. I almost didn't catch up with you, what?
Iron these trousers and things at home. I need them for tomorrow.
What for? You let them out.
I found work.
Simeon! When?
Tomorrow at 12.
Oh, see? At last. Not temporary, is it?
No, it's more likely to be permanent.
Mama, take these trousers and fix them and iron them right now.
Tomorrow at 12. But if I do, where will I be at 12:30? Or 12 even? Where? Who can answer me that?
Ah, Simeon, you don't mind, do you, if I leave this young
What do you think, young lad? Imagine that tomorrow at 12, you pick up this gun. Don't interrupt. Imagine that you pick it up and put the barrel in your mouth. That's it. In your mouth. Now it's in your mouth and 1 second goes by. Think of that second philosophically. What is it? Tick, tock. But between the tick and the tock, there's a wall. The barrel's the wall. Now this is tick. That is tock. Tick is everything. Tock is nothing. Nothing. Why? Because of this trigger. Think of this trigger philosophically. Come, look at it here. Press it, the gun goes bang, wham! Now, bam is the tick, but the wham is the talk. Tick is me, my wife, my mother-in-law, water, air, sun. But talk, no wife. I think I can imagine myself without a wife. No mother-in-law, that I can most certainly imagine. But myself without me, without Patsikarnikov, a human being. Think of a human being philosophically. Darwin said that the human being is a cell. Don't mess around. So, but the soul finds in this prison cell. It's understandable. Shoot it and you smash the cell. The soul flies out and flies away. Hallelujah. It sings hallelujah. God calls to him. Whose soul are you? Have you suffered? I have. Now you get to go. So the soul sings and dances. It's understandable. But what if there is no soul? What if the cell is empty? What then? What happens then? What do you think? Is there life after death or not? I asked you a question. Is there life after death or not? Is there? Or isn't there? Yes or no? Answer me. Answer me. Answer me. No.
He is deaf and mute. You won't get a word out of him. Thank you. Thank you. I've got the key
Tomorrow it is then, at 12 sharp.
Once Pushkin went to the Turkish baths.
No more Pushkin stories, please. I do not like dirty stories.
Waiter, what's the time? Almost 12.
Don't think about it, Semyon Semyonovich. Drink up! Drink!
Once Pushkin went to the Turkish baths.
Oh, I can't take it. I have such a vivid imagination.
And he went to the bath.
We are here to accompany Semyon Semyonovich to, dare one say, a better world. A world from which there is no return.
Is he going abroad, sir?
Somewhat further question.
No, bon voyage.
Would you stop interrupting?
So Pushkin took off his pants.
I have such a vivid imagination. Well,
Dear Semyon Semyonovich, you have chosen to follow a true and honored path. Go on your way bravely and with conviction. Others will surely follow. And then the mothers will cry. And the fathers will grieve. And the government will open Kremlin's gates to show their condolences and stretch their hands of compassion to the tradesmen. And the tradesmen will stretch their hands to the workers. And the workers to the manufacturers. And the manufacturers to the peasants. And the peasants to the landowners. And the landowners to their estates and estates. And their estates, well, let's stop there. I propose a toast for Semyon Semyonovich. Hurrah!
Dear fellow citizens,
Can we have your attention, please? Would you like to speak, Semyon Semyonovich?
what's the time?
oh, don't think about it, Semyon Semyonovich. You drink.
Waiter, some champagne.
And the music, something soulful. 10 rubles worth.
Oh, this is better.
Put more life into it.
Oh, that's the spirit.
All of these touching the depth of my heart, my dear Adlia.
I did not weep when my mother died. But now.
I imagine it all so vividly. A revolution, a republic, a dictatorship. Who needs it? You tell me that.
Who needs it? Can one really ask such a question?
I can't imagine myself without the Soviet Republic. I agree with almost everything that has happened, except for one extra tiny thing more. I should love to ride over the steps in a troika! Oh, what horses! Oh, what a troika! No troika! Russia itself swept at lightning speed! Where are you headed, Russia? Tell me! Enter!
To the police station! Most likely.
To the police station? Why?
Lightning speed is too fast. The law says not past 60.
It was a metaphor, an inspired one.
I suggest you to adapt your metaphors to the regulations.
Igor Timofeyevich, would you have a little glass of something?
I don't drink it.
And why don't you drink, Igor Timofeyevich?
I'm afraid of getting used to it.
Why are you afraid? Just try it.
No, I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of?
What am I afraid of? Well, it might happen that you get used to it. then bam! Socialism. But there will be no wine under socialism. So what are you gonna do?
Have a little glass for the ladies. For the ladies.
By the way, there will be no ladies under socialism.
No, men cannot live without ladies.
By the way, there will be no men too under socialism.
No men. So who will be there then?
Messes. Messes and messes. An enormous mess of messes.
Then drink for the masses.
To the masses? Very well.
So, how is it?
Fine. I like when people drink to me instead of some of the rubbish you see around these days.
Such as?
You, for instance. You are a writer. What do you write about?
All sorts of things.
Oh, no. You don't say all sorts of things. Tolstoy wrote about all sorts of things. We are not interested. I am a postman, and what I want to read about is postmen.
I've written about factory workers.
Well, let the factory workers read it, then. We, postmen, are not interested in factory workers. I must stress once again. I am a postman, and what I want to read about is postmen.
Oh, wait, you standing here. Come sit by me.
May I introduce myself? Cleopatra Maximovna.
Oleg Leonidovich actually said, Raisa, he said, that stomach of yours is unforgettable. It's driving me out of my mind.
Oh, here is a toast to the ladies.
Oh, Mother mia.
Could I ask you a question, Igor Timofeyevich?
You don't need, Simeon, you drink.
Who, in your opinion, made the revolution?
The revolution? Well, we did.
You oversimplify, Igor Timofeyevich. Let me put it to you the way I see it, in the form of an allegory. One drawn from the beastly behavior of domestic animals.
Hey, you don't listen to them, Simeon. Of course, you drink.
There was once a compassionate hen that was given dark eggs to sit on. For years she sat on them. For years she kept them warm with her own body until the young were ready to come out. Well, the ducklings crept out from their shells. They waddled out from beneath the hen. They grabbed her by her neck and dragged her to the river. I'm your mama, the hen squawked. I hatched you, what are you doing to me? Swim, quacked the ducklings. Do you see the moral? Who do you think is the hen? It's our intelligentsia. Who are the yes then? They are the proletariat. The intelligentsia sat on them for many, many years, and finally it hatched them. The proletariat crawled out of its shell. It grabbed the intelligentsia and dragged it to the river. I'm your mama, squawked the intelligentsia. Swim, quacked the ducks. I can't swim. Well then fly. Is a hen a bird? All right then, sit. And that is just what we have been doing. Sitting in the dark, cold prison cells under lock and key. My brother-in-law has been inside 5 years. Do you see it now?
Of course. What did he do? Embezzle state money?
Well, money, that's a minor detail. Now you tell me, why did we hatch those eggs? If we'd known, we'd have taken those eggs and what?
Make a note.
Brilliant, Semyon Semyonovich! Zолотые слова!
There's something I have to know, Tavarishi. If you know the answer, tell me. Is there life after death or not?
Life after death. That's Father Elpidi's department. You better ask him.
Shall I answer according to the point of view of faith or conscience?
Marxist! What's the difference?
Oh, colossal. Oh, I can answer from the scientific point of view.
I'll take the faith.
Our Orthodox religion says yes. Science says no. But to answer you according to conscience, nobody knows.
Nobody? No point in asking then.
You are a joker. Why ask? You'll know in half an hour.
Half an hour? It's not 11:30, is it? Already?
Don't think about it, Semyon Semyonovich. Drink.
11:30. So soon. Say, my dears, drink, you bastards! I shall take upon myself the suffering of all. Life is only just the beginning. A half an hour before I have to die. To the masses! Masses! Listen to Podsigalnikov. I'm about to die. Who is to blame? Our leaders, дорогие товарищи, they are the ones. Go to one of our beloved leaders and ask him, what have you done for Podsigalnikov? He won't answer you that question because he doesn't even know that there is a Podsigalnikov in the Soviet Union. Дорогие товарищи, there is a Podsigalnikov. Here he stands. You can see me from over there. But wait a while. I shall grow so enormously. You will see me wherever you are. I'm giving not my life, but my death. I shall tell him openly, courageously, about everything. I shall tell him that I'm dying because I'm dying because... How am I going to tell him what I'm dying for, comrades? I haven't even made my dying statement.
We'll see to that right now. The papers? Papers, where are the papers?
The papers.
Would you take a look at this?
What are these?
It's written... there.
Why I lack the strength to go on living. Here it is! Here it is! I've been wanting to know this for some time.
Sit down and copy it. We want to serve you, Semyon Semyonovich. Can we have something quiet?
Why I lack the strength to go on living. Exclamation mark. Continue. Party members, ladies and gentlemen, look into the eyes of history. The eyes of history. Beautiful.
Dear friends, I have a desperate laughing beauty.
You'll be vomiting in a minute. Oh!
Do you mean me? Say what you like.
Oh, this great word, life, sticks to me. Oh. I
conscience.
Never forget that the intelligentsia is the salt of the nation. If you have nothing left, then you have nothing to flavor your kasha with. Yeah, I'll put that down. Never forget.
The worm has taken hold, Aristotle.
The worm?
Remember Fedya Petunin? A wonderful, positive... I spoke to him yesterday, and it seems the worm has begun his feast on him, Aristotle.
Exclamation mark! And that is why, Tawarishi, I have chosen to die. Signed, Semyonovich Patsikan. I'm omnipotent, Tawarishi! Exclamation mark, continue. Party members, ladies and gentlemen. I'm omnipotent. Do you know what I can do? You don't. I can do whatever I please. I'm not afraid of no one. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to die anyway, don't you see? I can do as I please. I'm not afraid of anyone. This is the first time in my life I'm not afraid of anyone. If I want, I can go to a committee meeting, any committee meeting, Tawarishi, and I can walk right up to a president and do this. Oh yes, I can. I can do whatever I want. And no one frightens me. And that's a fact. There are 200 million of us in the Soviet Union, and every million trembles in fear of someone or other. And here am I, not afraid. I'm going to die as it is. Hold me down, Tawarishi, or I shall start to dance. Today, I rule the world. Today, I am the Tsar, Tawarishi. I am almighty! What am I going to do with this crazy power? Something for humanity. I know. I've got it. This is history in the making. I'm going to phone the Kremlin. I'm going to phone, and no matter who answers, I'm going to let him have it. Direct to the Kremlin, straight to the red heart of the Soviet Republic. Now what do you think of that? Kostya!
There is no need for that.
What are you doing?
Ради Бога, Семен Семенович! Silence when the all-powerful converse. Get me the Kremlin. Don't be afraid, just connect. Who's this? Are you the Kremlin? Подсекальников. Подсекальников. An individual. I want the one on the top. He's not in? When then you tell him this from me. I have red marks. I do not like marks. Do not interrupt me. Are you listening? What happened? They hung up on me. They're afraid. Afraid of me. Can't you feel it? Imagine the crab. Me. What do I represent, Elijah? Technically, if you analyze it, think about it. From my earliest childhood, I always wanted to be a genius. Only my parents were against it. For all these years, what have I lived for? For what? To be statistic? For years, my life has been a mockery. For years, life has insulted me. But today, my time has come. Life, I demand satisfaction.
Get ready, Scott Sivanovich. It's time.
12 already. It's not 12 already. Your clock is fast.
Now, objection to the post office.
Присядемте на дорожку. We'll have a moment of silence. That's the custom.
Farewell, Tomasz. Forgive me, friends. Full of courage. Come again, Lieutenant. Next time, you'll be coming to me.
Навстречу судьбе, приготовя пастырь рай. Так и надо идти, не страшась пути, хоть на край земли, хоть за край. Как вперед за цыганской звездой кочевой на закате дрожат паруса, и глаза глядят бесприютной тоской багровеющие небеса. Так вперед за цыганской звездой кочевой на закате дрожат паруса, и глаза глядят с бесприютной тоской багровеющие небеса.
В поле береза стояла, в поле кудрявая стояла, люли, люли стояла, люли, люли стояла.
We know what cigar go on. Hold your little one close and crying, ask them, where is your game? There is no game, and there is not going to be one.
There never was one. What? I said there never was one. Why not? There were no little ones.
They were? Well, that's fate. Nothing you can do about it. He missed his chance. We know what cigar you
But
want.
later would be better, Pavel Pity. Allow me. Might I, dear Maria Lukanovna, turn to you for a small favor on behalf of the Russian intelligentsia. Your husband is dead, Maria Lukanovna, but his corpse is full of life. The departed lives on in our midst, a reality in our society. Let us keep him alive together. I'm finished.
What about me? How will I go on living now?
Live the way your husband died.
What?
For his death is worthy of praise. All by himself, with a gun in his hand, he walked on the road of Russia's history. He found it and remained there.
And where? Where is it?
On the road of history.
And is it far?
Yes, quite far.
And he will lie there as a stumbling stone. Let the man walking this road trip on the corpse of Podsikalnikov. And when he does, he most definitely look down at his feet, and he will see us, and we will tell him, you, who walks on the road of history, a man of power, look closely at this corpse. He will look, and he will ask us, what does this corpse of Podsikalnikov mean? And we will answer. This is our review of your work.
Be sensible, Margarita Lukyanovna! This is going to be a classy funeral. There is no need to look worse than everybody else.
Classic? Where's the money coming from?
Don't worry about it, Sergei Ilyich. These people will take care of everything.
Your husband passed away, a true hero, Maria Lukyanovna.
Just tell me where my husband is.
We'll have to ask at the local police station.
Oh.
We must be on our way now, Maria Lukyanovna, but we won't abandon you in your grief. I did not weep when my mother died. My poor mother. But now, allow me to kiss you in the name of all those present.
And me too.
What nice people, you see? There are still some nice people around.
People, yes, but no Semyon.
Take that hat off, Maria. You ruined it.
So what? There's nothing in the whole world I care about anymore. Life means nothing to me. Why do I need this miserable life for if I can't just once be really happy? When I had Semyon, I didn't have a hand. But now I have a hand, but I don't have Semyon! Oh God! Why can't I give? Why can't you give all at the same time? Who's here now?
What you here? Here?
What have you done? Put it down!
Fate! Well, nothing you can do about it.
Did you see him do it?
Right in front of me. He went behind the tree, stood there, groaned, and that was it. I ran over to him. He was lying on the ground, silent. What?
I couldn't save you. Mama. We should have taken better care of you. And now you're dead!
Dead? Who's Who are you?
It's me, Maria.
Maria, who? The mother of Jesus!
It's me, Maria.
What are you doing, Semyon? Where were you up to?
I have suffered.
Have you?
Dear Father, believe me, I'm not lying. I have all the qualifications to enter your kingdom. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. you bucket.
He's delusional. Probably has a terminal injury. Senior,
What happened?
smell his breath.
Здравствуйте, приехали. Where did you get the liquor? Семен Семенович.
Oh, holy cherubim. Oh, incomparable divine Seraphima. Where should I sign in for the eternal rest? Do you know the way?
Here we go again. That Jack Maria. Work on him. All of it.
Lachishki, where am I? This world or the next?
This one, this.
Семен Семенович, aren't you ashamed of yourself? Here we are, grieving for you. Well, it's not of the vodka.
Come on.
Come on, no, it's you, come on. Here I am, crying my eyes out. Are you trying to send me to an early grave? Why are you just looking at me? Say something. Answer me, ask the question!
What's the time?
What?
What's the time?
What's the time? It's 2.
2? He can't be. At 12, I was supposed to. Mashenka! Did anyone call?
Oh, yes. And such class they had.
What did they say?
Oh, they expressed their condolences.
They said your husband died, a hero. They were going to pay for everything.
How are we going to look them in the eyes now? And they will want their money back.
Maybe it's not too late. We must stop them.
Wait! All is not yet lost! I can still shoot myself.
Are you going to continue the circus? Let's go.
I will shoot myself, you'll see!
We know all about that, Семен Семенович. You go and boil some water for tea instead. Go.
Don't believe me? Even Maria! All right. You'll be sorry, Maria. Where's the gun? Yep. Here it is. Need to be quick about it, though. Through the heart! That's instantaneous death. Instantaneous? What if it isn't? In the mouth, then. It's instantaneous in the mouth. I'll count to 3 and press the trigger. 1, 2, 3. Better count to 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should do it through the heart if I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cowardly counting up to 1,000. Up to 100, and that's it. No, up to 15 is quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Maybe I shouldn't count at all. In the mountain! But where does the bullet come out? Here? In the head? It's a pity about the head spoils the appearance. Should do it through the heart then. Gotta find it first. Where's beating? Oh, here. And here. And here. What a huge heart! It's beating everywhere! It's going to explode! If I die of a heart attack, how will I ever shoot myself? I can't die. I must live! Live! So that I can shoot myself. Too late. I can't breathe. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Keep on beating. It stopped. possessed.
You're like me. You really feel it. I hope you get over it soon.
I can't do it! I can't do it! They're coming. I'm getting in the coffin, that's all there is to it. When they'll go, I'll do it.
Why is she so misunderstanding? Ah, he's not dead. Why did you put yourself in this place? You can't blame him for that. No one wants to die. See the time is well.
We can blame others, Maria Luciano. A chair at the window, quickly!
What's the matter?
Another chair!
Let me get him! Let me get him! She's not dead. She's drunk. He's drunk. He will wake up when he's lifted up. He's drunk.
Calm yourself, Maria Luciano. He won't be getting up.
Oh, this noise! Yeah, let's calm ourselves down, dears. Yeah, what a loss. But we must remain civilized. Let's go get some fresh air.
Excuse me, may I ask an indiscreet question? When are we going to settle accounts?
Settle what? Accounts.
What accounts? For your dead man here? The body's in the box. Where's the money?
You did not fulfill your conditions.
How is that?
Where's the copies of his will, his last words?
The typist is working on them, and that Dominikevich.
Then start distributing. The gun has been fired. We want the world to hear the band. It's a bit doubtful, though. One has to admit that the dead man was not quite ideal for our purposes. It would have been much better if some respected public figure would have shot himself.
You are wrong. The death, as such, is not important. What matters is the way we serve him up. How we present him is what counts. His image. I was talking about him yesterday with Fedya Petunia. I gave him a description of his very own Patsikalnikov. I made him up. And Petunian fell in love with him. And now that Patsikalnikov is dead, what will he do now? He will spread the word. Therefore, death itself is without significance. Death is not infectious. It is unfortunate. Yes. And the best part is, we feed them with any reason we like.
We need to get people talking. That's the important thing.
Why doesn't he wake up?
She's been laid out in the house these 2 days. Mia Pankriatava went to have a look yesterday. Pankriatava? She's sick, has she?
Oh, we had a good cry.
You cried. Fancy me not knowing. What did she die?
Suicide! Suicide!
Tavarish, will you stop pushing the video?
Be careful, Freddy, be careful.
Watch where you're stepping.
Who will read the eulogy on behalf of the masses?
Вот, Егор Тимофеевич.
Well, begin, Yegorushka.
Дорогие товарищи, I will now speak on behalf of the masses. For such an occasion as today, I have written a poem. A poem with audience participation. You, Maria Lukyanovna, would you like to turn around and pay attention? When I raise my hand, it is your cue to say, who? Let's practice. Who? I shall begin. A poem of death. Written by yours truly, with audience participation. Here is the man who lies in a grave. Ever so virtuous and so brave, he strove for life, but failed to go on. Flies away and moved to the life thereon. On. On. Подсекальников, Семен!
Aristarch Dominicovich, say something, perhaps to change the mood.
Senya died. Semyon Semyonovich passed away. I believe this death is the first warning sign, signaling the critical state of the Russian intelligentsia. This was the first fallen leaf of autumn. Today him, tomorrow me. Yes, товарищи, me. Take care of your intelligentsia. I urge you, protect it. Raise up your voice in its defense and cry out in unison.
Kiki! Kiev Nabasha! Kiki!
My darling!
Raisa Filipovna!
Oh, let me through, let me see! You took your life because of me. Now I know what I must do. I'm sorry. I think you made a mistake. It's my husband. Do you know, cook? What did me? I said no! Liar!
I said no.
He didn't ask you.
Oh, he asked you, did he?
He wanted me. Is that what you think? Oh, yes!
Please! This is not a personal drama, Raisa Filipovna. This, as you surely must realize, is the first signal. Surrounded by distrust and hostility, the Russian intelligentsia...
Nothing of the sort. That man played the tuba. He was devoted to the arts. He was made of passion. He was so
Meat! Товарищи, meat! He wanted meat! Дорогие товарищи, I am a butcher. And I cannot do business in times like this. There is no faith in an honest businessman, товарищи. Only suspicion. That is why people shoot themselves.
But there is faith! Where shall the faithful go when the churches are closed?
Who cares about churches when doors are closed down? Nobody shoots himself because of that. I was close to the deceased. Ask others who were close to him. Why he did it?
It was because of the liver sausages. That's me.
You see, товарищи, the liver sausage. I'm a butcher.
Simply eaten up with jealousy, Oleg Leonidovich.
He shot himself because of me.
Passion.
Religion
Forgive me, Simeon. Farewell.
Forgive me.
Everyone, center, get away from me!
Food, I want food. I've been lying in that coffin for 2 days and a night and only got up once to get myself a bread roll. I want food, Tadashi. With more than food. I want to live.
Well, how do you propose to live now?
I don't know. But I will live. Like a chicken, running above the yard with its head cut off. But live. I do not want to die. For you, not for them, not for the struggle, but for humanity. Not for Maria Luciana. In life, you may be close to me, related, love. But at the point of death, what could be more love? What could be more close than my own 2 arms and legs? And my stomach, Tadashi. I've fallen in love with my stomach, Tadashi. I'm madly in love with my stomach.
What about Raisa Filipovna? Are you in love with her stomach too?
I'm in love with my own 2 hands and feet. Oh, my dear little feet.
What is this, Maria Luciana?
You piece of scum, you recovered from Spartacus! Everything that just came out of your mouth is disgusting! The needs of society come before those of the individual. That's how society works!
Society. A slogan factory, that's what it is. I'm not talking about factories. I'm talking about live human beings. Stop shoving this society versus individual rubbish at me. When you say to people, there is a war, what do you suppose they want to know? War with whom? War for what? No. They want to know if it's their blood required at war, or their brothers or sons. And they're right.
So, you are telling us there are no heroes anymore?
There's who knows what. Even women with beards. I'm not talking about what might or might not be. I'm talking about what is. That one unique individual, alive and well. And nothing on this earth can scare him as much as the thought of dying. But you wanted to kill yourself.
So you said.
Yes. The idea of suicide made my life beautiful. My vile life is not the Igorich. Suddenly, a human being is no longer allowed to work. Why? Did I really run away from the October Revolution? I never set foot outside the house all that October. I have witnesses. I stand here before you, an individual without a right to work. And I ask our revolution, what do you want? I gave you my hand, my right hand, revolution. And that hand is now a vote against me. What did you give me in return, revolution? Nothing. Nothing. What did you give others? Look across the street. The blessings it brought there. Why didn't I get my share, Tadashi? Even when they put up posters for each and every one, I know, for each and every one, but not for me. Not that I'm asking for much. I mean, our achievements, our successes, our reconstructed society, our desire to set the world ablaze. You can keep that. You just want a quiet life and a living wage.
What is this? Don't just stare at him, Serafima Ilyinishna. You hit the mother-in-law. Cahil duşarı.
Don't let him go on, Tadashi!
This is counter-revolutionary propaganda!
From day one, have we done anything against the revolution? I mean, we beat each other, complaining that life is hard. Because life is easier when you can say that it's hard. Don't take away this last necessity of life. Allow us to say that life is hard. Allow us at least to whisper that life is hard. Give us the freedom to whisper. I beg you in the name of the millions. You won't even hear us.
You traitor! Short of rapport. You, with your own head, dig us all a grave, and you have the audacity to leave? Well, listen to this. Weak I may be, but I will crucify you. I will shoot him! Shoot him!
What are they saying? How can people take pity on me? What have I done? What crime have I committed? I'm alive, that's all. I'll return every ruble you spent on me and on them, even if I'll have to sell the bed I sleep in. I'll stop eating, Tovaj. If you want, I have no real worth for you. I will send my mother and my father to prison. If you want, I can come a beggar. Just let me.
What a disgusting creature!
Let the man who sent food come forward. Here, my gun! Take it. Do as you like. Please yourselves.
Simeon, you stupid jokes, put the gun away. Put it away, I said.
You're afraid, are you? What have you got against me? What crime have I committed? I'm alive, that's all. I'm alive. Doesn't bother anyone. I've never heard a soul. There anyone here who holds me responsible for his death? Let him speak.
Fedor Betunin has shot himself. He left a letter.
What letter? What does it say?
But Tsikanikov is right. Why live?